But man, you know, I think about just what I was protected from. Y'all ever think about what you're protected from? You know, I'll kick and scream and fuss about something that didn't work out, or this opportunity fell, or this didn't. God was like, hey, right? If you pay attention, keep coming. I got something better down here, right? That's the whole thing. It's like trust. And Sardai, you said your word is patience. Hello, for the rest of my life, help me to be more patient every single day, every second, because I get way ahead of myself, y'all. I love to plan, you know, and everything we're talking about here in Kazi, we're talking about deprogramming. I swear, y'all, there are nights when I most nights I don't sleep, but I don't call it insomnia anymore. I just have a very different sleep schedule. But with me being on vacation last week, those 9 days, I didn't look at anything. I was not scrolling. Hey, Frankie. Hey, Miss Pooh. I wasn't online a lot, and I'm sure y'all saw that. So I'm catching up on some of y'all stuff, by the way. If you see me snooping on your pages, I'm trying to show that mutual support. But I was scrolling recently, and man, I'm like, whoo, people are hurting. It's like a common theme. And I just sometimes pray. Yeah, I love that, Sardaya. I just pray that I'm like, Lord, use me however you can right now. Douglas, big time. I'm so thankful too, Douglas. 9 whole days, y'all. I spent time with my family first. Yeah, Everett. But Everett, I took a break though. I did get a little bit of writing done while I was on my vacation. But y'all, I just feel like the world is so, there's so many people, when you hear people's stories, right, Crystal? You just know that collectively, most people, y'all, were pushing, right? Crystal said, yes, a lot of us were pushing. And I was looking at some stuff recently and just hearing these stories, I'm looking like, God, how do we fix this? And then I made the mistake. Y'all know I'm an empath, and another word of mine this year is stoic. S-T-O-I-C, stoicism. I've been really leaning into that since like the last couple of years. Lots of YouTube videos and just learning how to be more in control of my thoughts and my emotions. But I stumbled upon a homeless video, because y'all know that's another passion of mine, just ways to help. I'm trying to build this platform so that I can continue to help with my resources and stuff. So I have dreams of helping homeless people, stuff like that. And I was looking at a video the other day, and it was in California. And you know, when you start breaking down the magnitude of those problems, and like, whew, it's like huge. And a lot of stuff I've been watching lately, I feel like that's what the enemy does. The enemy makes it seem so big, so monumental that, man, I'm not even gonna try to tackle that. And then you walk away. A lot of people do that, right? Certain things that we look at, whether it's a program, you want to go back to school. I saw recently, y'all, this 49-year-old commented in the comments, they had just gone back to school for something. Everybody in the comments were just like, yay, it's never too late. You know, but we've been programmed. A lot of us have just been programmed, and then now we're like out here in the ocean like, wait, what? Do you know the way to go? Do you know the way to go? And we find out nobody knew the way to go. And we've been following people, right, that we thought knew the way, and we've been trying to follow certain plans, and this will work. I promise, it worked for me. We're all unique, all individual, right? Even though we share commonalities, we have, you know, similarities and things we can share with each other. But man, when it comes to what I'm talking about now, the struggle, I think collectively, either you're a part of the solution, right? Trying to be a part of the solution, right? Or you're contributing to some of the problems out there. If you look at some of the stuff that's going on and just like, man, I don't want nothing to do with it, hands off. I'm not, you know, yesterday I mentioned isolation versus, isolation versus solitude, right? There's a difference. Yeah, sophisticated one. We have to be so careful with a lot of this stuff that's being pushed out here on these platforms and things. People, you know, think it's a one size fits all type situation with a lot of this stuff, and it's not, you know. And I think too, for me, like I said, it's a big process in the last couple of years of deprogramming, right? Everett just really getting some of that stuff out, trying to live as simple as possible, as slow. Everett, with my mind going as much as it does, y'all, I practice slowing down. I have to. Literally no TV, no music, no reading, no, you know, just sit for a minute. Like when I was a little girl getting in trouble, my mom, sit your butt down for a minute. Literally have to like, just take a minute and breathe. And I literally just said that, Tori, when I was just telling about my nephew, my great nephew, we were all there for my niece's graduation. Thank you, Miss Pooh. And I told my little nephew, y'all, he just turned 7. I'm like, breathe, Gemini. He's so active, just like me. I'm like, breathe, Gemini, breathe, baby. I got to put a picture up, y'all. He's so adorable.